Before a hostess can work his or her first shift at either Dvine, these are the things they need to know and have memorized. Know the table numbers. Know the seating chart. Know all the servers by name. Know the phone number of the other Dvine in case someone is calling the wrong restaurant. Know our website. Know each daily event because you will be telling every table you seat about the daily events. Know the times for happy hour. Know our address, cross streets, and which side of the road we're on. Know the proper way to answer the phone. Thank you for calling Dvine Bistro Chandler. This is so-and-so speaking. How may I help you? Your tone needs to be cheerful and upbeat, and have a basic understanding of how to order food to go off of a point-of-sale system. It'll take a while to move fast, but you'll most likely get a phoned-in to-go order on your first night. You will also need to learn how to sell a gift certificate, which we'll train you on as they're sold. When you first punch in, you will need to do everything that needs to be checked off on the opening Hostess accountability grid. Once that's finished, please submit your grid form. At the end of your shift, you'll need to check off everything on the closing Hostess grid form and submit it before you punch out. As the guest walks into the restaurant, you need to greet them with a warm hello, as if it's a good friend, and find out how many of them are in their party. Put them on the list if there's a wait with a polite description of what they look like next to their name. Quote them an accurate amount of time that they'd wait for a table, and then write that time down next to their name. And recommend the couches at the fire pit as a place to sit while they're waiting if the weather permits. These are the steps that you must take when seating a guest, and there's no other way to do it than our way. Step 1. As you're seating the guest, ask them if they have dined with us before. However, it doesn't matter whether they say yes or no because you're still going to follow the same script from here. If you recognize them as regulars, say welcome back to Dvine. Step 2. As they're getting comfortable in their chairs, tell them about the themed event of the night. It's Wine Tasting Wednesdays. Live music starts at 7. All our wine flights are $3 off tonight. Step 3. Show them the specials board and let them know if any of those specials have been 86'd for the night. Step 4. Open up the wine list to the first page with the pages facing the guest and tell them, our balanced craft cocktails are on the first page, our high-end wine flights are on the second page, and our wines by the glass are on the third page. And flip to the third page as you're saying this. Then flip back to page 1 and 2 and lay the wine list open on the table in front of all the guests, so that they're forced to look closer at the wine flights and the craft cocktails. Step 5. Tell them their server's name and that their server will be right with them and to please enjoy their meal. Step 6. Tell their server right away that they've been sat. If you can't get to their server, do whatever you can to translate the message and confirm that they know they are sat. Forgetting to tell the server that they have been sat can lead to a guest being missed, being forgotten, them getting mad, and stomping out of the restaurant, and that's their last impression of the restaurant, that they do not have it together. They will never come back. The hostess desk can get pretty intense sometimes, but the host has the ability to control the flow of the whole restaurant and all the guests that are being seated. They can keep the servers in the kitchen from being overwhelmed. We call this pumping the brakes. When this happens, all you need to say to the guest is, "It won't be long, folks. I just need a few more minutes to let the servers get caught up so you will be properly taken care of." As the guests are leaving, you need to thank them for coming in and invite them back. If the guest gets out the door without a goodbye because you could not get to them, don't be afraid to walk out the door behind them and say goodbye. At Dvine, a good goodbye means everything to the guest. Now that you watched the video, there's a test below that you need to take. I recommend that you read through the test questions, start the video from the beginning, and pause the video where you'll find your answers. All of your answers are here.